Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with So No Freerin Season 2 Episode 5 reaction. Right, the previous episode we got to see the date between Fern and Stark, and yeah, Stark was kind of following Freeren's instructions, so it didn't really feel that much of Stark, as if he's just reading a script, so Fern wasn't really that happy. But in the end, when she got to know that Stark was doing this to make her happy, she got happy. She liked it, and that kind of changed her, like whole perception of the date. And at the end, they kind of enjoyed themselves just by talking and looking at the sunset. And yeah, that was the first half, and then we had the second half where they crossed the gate, and now there's like stronger monsters. They'll have to, like they're kind of struggling here and there a little bit. And yeah, and that's what's happening. So let's see. We might actually meet some other, like Frieren is obviously not struggling, but like we might actually get more uh, stronger and more difficult obstacles on our way now that we are like in like outside that gate. So yeah, let's see what we get to encounter today. Let us get started. I've mentioned this in the previous videos as well. The subtitles won't be provided because of certain situation with my channel. The timer will be provided. Sync the timer with my reaction alongside, like with your original video. Sync both those videos and watch it alongside my reaction. So yeah, let's get started then. Here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Freeze. Okay. Well, obviously. Hmm. Boshaft. Okay. Hmm. Wait, what? Why? Hmm. Oh no. There's someone, yep, who knows her. What the hell? Why is that? Oh, this is fast. This is a dwarf. Yeah. Hmm. Oh wait, did he like prepare it for him? Yeah. Okay. Oh, right, makes sense. That's why they need the magic. Yeah. Oh, makes sense. Bam, that was. Hmm. Damn. Right. Oh, that's why Haiter was like, yeah, Haiter was not able to get it to drink it. Maybe it's like hidden. Yeah. So he said he found it. Greatest liquor to have access. Huh. Does Frida know this person? Yeah, okay. From her expression, I realized she knows this person. Right. Hmm. Oh, right. How much? How long? I don't think she cares about that. Damn. Well, give her a grimoire. So, you know. Oh my god. Oh yeah, they did say they're running out of money. Remember. 3 months. Okay, that's quite a bit. Oh, I guess for that amount of money, it is, a good amount of time. Okay. Oh, 3 months have already passed. Well, Haiter wanted to drink it, so probably remembering, thinking about it. Doesn't taste good. Yeah. What, this is a prank? Supposed to be a prank or something? Okay, so this is Miliarde, I'm guessing. Imagine it's just water. Oh. Oh no, I think it's actually going to be water or something. Oh god. Okay, it is liquor. Alright. Cheap liquor that's served at coronation. Yeah, nothing. Just she was bored, I guess. Oh no, wait. I think maybe after staying for such a long amount of time, like the more liquor stays, the more better it tastes. Maybe something like that is going to happen. Because it's been so long, right? It's going to actually taste really good. And no, only free run. It is good, right? Because she knows. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, never mind. I thought it was going to taste good because it was been preserved so long. Wait, are they even of age? Oh, I guess the time goes pretty quickly in this anime, so. Oh boy. Hmm. Well, he got his wish. 200 years. Logistics in the North Plateau. What? Oh, 30 years. Guess 3 months passed, so more time. Okay. Damn, that's bread? What the hell is that? That's a log. That looks like wood. uh, Maybe put it in soup. Barren outside of the gun. Hmm. Right. Right. Uh, Okay. Norm company says. Right. Counter. Military forces supply the. Okay. Hmm. Oh, something happened? Hmm. Right. Oh no, they probably reckon. Someone probably told them that if an elf looking like this comes, inform me. Because this has been happening. Yeah, in the wanted list. Debt? Oh lord. For so long, the interest. Yo, what about the interest? Bruh. They'll probably tell her to do some kind of mission now. No, I think it probably increased way more because of interest. Come on. Not enough, right? Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah? 300? Oh no. Well, have fun. Bruh, they took everything. Maybe you have some kind of mission which we can complete that will help. Right. What the hell? Okay. Buyback. Well, like I said, maybe some mission that we can complete. Because that's what we've been doing. 500, including interest. Well, obviously, come on, guys. Right. And there's no grimoires. Unfortunate. Hmm. Yeah, I was thinking she was gonna use magic. Like, come on, why would she use a pickaxe? She's a mage. The pickaxe is for the aesthetic. Hmm. Damn. Whoa, what the hell is happening? Hmm. Okay. Alright, let's go. Hmm. Okay, so she's gonna show them the way. That is a backwater noble. Hmm. Hmm. Right. Yeah. Hmm. Those armed caravans. Hmm. Damn. Hmm. Right. So find the treasure or whatever, or mine for 300 years. Hmm. 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 Damn. Well, 300 years work done. Damn. Oh, yeah, okay. uh, Alright, and there you go. That was today's episode. Episode number 5 of season 2. Now, today's episode, we had the first part. We had what was the name of the liquor? Borschaft or something like that. Yeah, we had a dwarf spending 200 years of his life trying to find that, but ultimately we got to know that apparently this was made by someone Frieren knew, one of the other elves. Mile, the name again I forgot. She, okay, Bolshaft. Okay, she made, or not made, but she made the writing, kind of telling everyone that, oh, this is supposed to be like one of the best liquors in the world. And she did that just because, she had time, as she said. I think that's what she says, right, yeah. Okay, wait a minute, this part. Miliarde. There we go. Many of our fellow elves spent their long lives searching for something. Why do you think that it is? So they don't end up like me. Right, and that is why she was like, alright, let's just do something completely, like, let's just play a prank on everyone, kind of. She wrote that because she was bored, and that writing became like a whole legend. And now this dwarf was like looking for it, and he spent 200 years of his life trying to find it, unable to find it. And back when Friren's party came here before, he asked them for help, but obviously they're on a mission to fight the demon lord, so they refused. And not only that, not they refused, I guess Frieren refused technically, because Frieren also knew that this is not supposed to be, this is just some kind of a normal, not even normal, like a bad tasting liquor that is there, just like this whole thing is like a setup by Miliarde. So she knew about it, and that's why she was like, yeah, like, let's not do this. And also we are currently on a mission. So but then when Heiter said that, when she asked the question that, Heiter, what if you like spend so much time of your life trying to find the liquor, and it turns out it's just a cheap one, what will you feel about it? At which Heiter said that, oh, I'll just laugh it off, because like, technically this is just something that we'll have fun having with friends. So that, the fact that in itself something that we've been trying to find using so much time of our lives ended up becoming something so underwhelmingly bad would be a pretty hilarious thing. And since we're together with friends, it'll be like a thing to laugh about, that kind of thing. So yeah, and so Frieren currently helped the dwarf find the liquor. And yeah, exactly what Heiter said, that's exactly how he reacted when in the end he realized that it's just some cheap liquor which doesn't even taste good. He was like, ha, like, that's crazy. I spent so much of time of my life doing this, but you know what, it's kind of funny, it's kind of, it was a worthwhile experience, I guess you could say. And yeah, let's just laugh it off. And he exactly did that, laughed it off. And not only that, he even made the whole village drink it, and everyone was laughing. They were like, ah, look at this, look at us, like, trying to find this amazing liquor which have been told in the legends, and this is what it is. They're all laughing at that whole thing, and like, this is the thing. Again, it's, this section shows us, again, like, it's more like the journey which is important than the destination. And if the journey is kind of traversed by a lot of people together, with friends, then whatever the outcome is, along with your friends, you will be able to laugh it off, even if it is something bad. That is what this shows. Because technically at the end we see the dwarf was not alone. The whole village wanted to drink it. They were all together. You know, like at the very beginning, you can see they were like talking about like, oh, you know, like this, the liquor has finally been found. Everyone in the village knew. You know, like the dwarf kept them updated, and they probably talked about it and everything. You know, so they were doing it together, kind of, I guess you could say. So the journey that they went on together, obviously, like a lot of these people were humans, so a lot of people probably like who started this journey together with him, they probably died. You know, because like come on, humans cannot live for 200 years. And their next generation came, and they probably heard it from their parents, and they also got interested, they also joined in on this journey. And for 200 years this thing has been going along with these people. And when they finally figured out that what the end result is, they all laughed. They were like, damn, that's funny. Like, I wonder what my great grandfather would have said, who started this journey, if he got to know now that this drink is this. Because, you know, like, this whole thing started when back in their great grandfather's time, because 200 years ago. So they're probably thinking like, damn, what would my grandfather or my great grandfather say if they heard it, that this is the end result we came to, you know. And yeah, so that's the thing. So, you know, the journey is important. If the journey is done by together with good friends, whatever the outcome is, you can laugh it off. You know, you can be strong together, even if the outcome is something that is not good. You know, you can be strong together, and you know, find little joys in the journey itself. So there you go. Yeah, so that was the first section. Also, a new character, not one new character, but technically two new characters, the dwarf as well. But Miliarde, this lady here, I do wonder if she'll be shown later on in this series as well. You know, maybe not, I don't know. She's an elf, so I'm pretty sure she's alive still. So yeah. Okay, so in the end, okay, so one thing, I'm guessing Stark and how old are Stark and Fern now? I don't know. I'm guessing they're probably above the drinking age now because they were drinking. I don't remember. Anyways, yeah, I'm guessing they're probably above the drinking age because they actually drunk it. I mean, you know, sometimes I forget that this show, the time kind of goes a little bit faster than all the other shows because, you know, it's a show about a journey. So they're like small little time skips and everything. And in this place in itself, they spent like 3 months to trying to take, you know, like the barrier out. Right. Okay. And that was the first section. The next section was this place, this fortress like city, which, what was it called? What was the place called? The Norm Company's estate. Yeah. Okay, so they deal in various goods, primarily wheat from the beer region. Um, they're an armed trading company with the logistics network and military force to supply the villages dotted across the northern plateau. Now, obviously, Frieren knows, but you know, like she knew their ancestors, the people who were there back when they were here to fight the demon lord. She knew those people, and that is why she had a whole wanted poster. Now, this guy, the guy that we see later, what's his name? Wait a minute. Oh, okay, Norm. Right. Okay, so Norm, he, like, as we get to know later on, because the whole situation here is not that good, as they said, like things are not going well. You know, like a lot of like people, a lot of armed forces here, they all died because of battles and everything, and like they have like gotten a lot of casualties and everything. That's why the food that supplying, they're circulating, is that hard rock hard bread. People are not really getting proper food or proper stuff. Like the quality of life has gone down tremendously back, compared to before. So he knows that, and you can see not only did he have they have Freeren's wanted poster, there were a lot of other stuff. You can see there is a lot of other um, wanted posters as well. Someone called Couche or whatever, B4, Tortoise, like all these other wanted posters, and obviously Freeran was also there. These were as uh oh I wait, Eisen is also there. Okay, right. I'm guessing all of them are there. Yeah. Um. So these were there because not only Freeran was like their golden goose, you could say, but all the other wanted posters were also there because they needed any way possible. They needed money. You know. So all these wanted posters were there. If anyone from these wanted posters come here, inform us immediately because that's a good way of getting money. And obviously Freehan was like like I said, the golden goose. And the reason why they did this is because, as he said later on in the mines, they need the money. There's no other way. And Freehan was, like, as he said, a gift from the goddess, because after so long, the amount of interest and the debt became so high that they would be able to use that to help, like kind of reconstruct the company and properly, like kind of like prosper again. So Freeran was a huge, like as he said, a gift from the gods basically. Now obviously he knows Freeran doesn't have that much amount of money. Like, how the hell can she get it? She did still have quite a good amount of money, which we got before from that dwarf. But as we saw, she had like 20 of those coins. They needed like 500 or 300, he said, something like that. Nowhere near close. So, like, he knew that in no way Freeman will be able to repay this. But her magic and her actions might be able to turn the whole thing around. And that's why, when she got captured, I was saying, like, do they have some kind of mission that we can do which can, help ease this debt? Because that's what we have been doing up until now. Any type of problem we are getting in, any type of, like, situation where Freehan is getting, like, like kind of like they kind of what's that word, they're kind of like arresting Freeran, and, like, like anytime when she's getting like apprehended, yeah, um they, the person who's in charge, they give Freeran some kind of a mission, some kind of a problem that has been plaguing them, and they're like, do this and we'll just, like, everything will be fine. So I was like, yeah, do you guys have some kind of a mission? Didn't really have a mission, but they did have something which Freeran could help, which will be able to completely nullify all the debt, which is, find the silver. As they said, that the whole mining thing, they needed Freeran's help to do that. Like, if Freeran didn't really show them the way properly, they would probably be spending like 10 to 20 years mining there, because, like, you don't know where the thing is. Either you get lucky, or, I guess there are like devices which can maybe kind of like take you towards the correct direction, but still it's like completely like you're like in a mine. You don't know where the gold or the silver is. It might be there, it might be there. Like, so there's a high possibility you'll be just mining away for like years and years without getting any kind of result, even if maybe there's like literally like a few inches on the right side, there's like a good chunk of silver. You probably will never be able to find it because you're going in a different direction. So Freeran was a huge asset here, with her obviously magic. As we saw, she turned that whole place into like some kind of a galaxy, and like kind of figured out where the silver is, and she kind of led them over there. And that in itself is worth all the debt that she has accumulated, because she literally showed them the way and they were able to find it in such a small amount of time. And yeah, and that's what he came in at that's why he came in the mine, and he told her about it over there. He was like, we needed the money, and he said that if we were like a country, we would have been gone, but we are traders. As long as we have the money, we can rebuild, and that money we can get in this way. And since you guys already have a debt, like, yeah. Now, one thing he said as well, or not he, but Frieren said that apparently they were given this like money, this debt. Where's that part? Right. Yeah. As Frieren said, that you guys are your grandfather, your ancestors, you guys, like, held the reins in this place. The people who were like didn't have good, like, like living conditions and everything, after constructing this whole thing, this whole trading business, you made people prosper. They got jobs, they got like a livelihood, and like all these things. You guys traded, and you guys changed this place. Your grandfather, bringing stability to people's lives. At that time, nobody expected much from our party of heroes, but he provided us with funds with no repayment deadline. No repayment deadline. Now, obviously, he definitely saw something in them. That's why he invested in them. Otherwise, he never would have. Like, why would he have invested in a bunch of people who had like nothing? He definitely like saw something in Himmel, probably, or something. He realized, and like I said, he was also, as Frieren says, that you guys are businessmen, and it's pretty damn obvious. Like, even your grandfather knew what might happen, and that's why he gave us the funds with no repayment deadline. And now you're cashing in on that, and yeah, obviously now here you can see Frieren is not really mad at this, because she knows that they're doing this because they actually need it, and this will actually save so many people. So they're not doing this for their greed or something, like, oh, like, like so much money we will so she knows that, and that's why she's not mad or anything. She's like just kind of playfully saying that, like, you guys are pretty shrewd, that's why I don't like to deal with merchants. Okay, yeah, so with no repayment deadline, I never thought I'd be treated like this by his grandson, but then he was like, yeah, we need it, we need this. So if you can help us find out the location of the silver, immediately all your debt will be gone, because obviously we can prosper from that. So yeah, there you go. And then Frieren was like, fine, I'll do it. And she showed them the way, brought them to the silver, and there you go. 300 years work or debt all gone. Stark and Frieren were planning to like like break in and rescue Frieren. And Frieren's like, nah, you don't need to do that. Come on, let's go. Right. And yeah, there you go. That was that. That was episode number 5 of So No Frieren. Another good episode, and yeah, the journey continues. So thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That is it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.